So we're talking about areas of circles and areas of sectors. So skip down where it says page 7. It says, what is the formula for the area of a circle? The area of a circle is pi r squared. So if I wanted to find the area of the circle with a radius of 4, it would be pi times 4 squared. And pi times 4 squared is 50.27. So that would be my area for this particular one. Remember, area is always in units squared, always. So to find the area of a circle with a radius of 12, then I would do pi times 12 squared, and that is going to give me 452.39. So that would be this circle's area. And then lastly, I have a circle with a radius of 0.056. So I'm going to do pi times 0.056 squared, which is going to give me 0.0099. So it's a very small area. So skipping down to where it says page 14 at the bottom, a sector of a circle is a region bounded by an arc of a circle and a radii to the end point of the arc. So all this is it's talking about, like, if I were to have a piece of the circle cut out, this would be considered a sector right here. So if I wanted to find the area of the circle that they've given me, that I'm going to see on the next page, it tells me it's 10 and it asks me for the area of the gray sector. Well, this gray sector here is half the circle, so the area of that part, of that sector, would equal half of the area of the whole, which would be 5. And it would still be in inches squared. So the area below is 10 inches squared. What is the area of the gray sector? Well, this time I hope you notice this sector here is a quarter of the circle. So we're going to have to divide 10 by 4, and I'm going to get 2.5 inches squared. So just like we had an arc length formula, we have an area formula as well, for area of a sector formula. So the area of a sector equals pi r squared times the degree over 360, or the area of the sector equals the area of the circle times the degree over 360. Either formula will work, it just depends on what they've given me. So for 21, I'm supposed to find, for these problems on page 21, I'm supposed to find the area of the sectors. So each time they've given me my radius, so I want to use the first formula. So I need to do pi times my radius squared times the degree over 360. Now you have to pay really close attention, because it wants the degree of the shaded portion here. Well, is that 70 or 290? And that's what you've got to look for. It's the 290, because the 70 is this piece out here. So it'd be pi times 8 squared times 290 over 360. And that's going to give me 161.97. And we're going to label it as units squared, because it is talking about area. So for the next one, it'd be pi times 10 squared, because that's my radius, times, and then want this section over here, which is 120 over 360. And when you type that in the calculator, pi times 10 squared times 120 over 360, it gives you 104.72 units squared. So then for my last one, again, same formula. My radius this time is 13. My degree, it wants this section here, which is 60 degrees. So pi times 13 squared times 60 over 360. And that's going to give me 88.5, or 88.49, I guess, units squared. So looking at question 1, they've given you, recall, they've given you formulas here. Don't worry about that. Use the formulas I gave you. Question 1 just asks you for the area of the circle. So my formula is pi r squared. So that would be pi times 8.6 squared, which is 232.35. So for number 3, I would do pi times 10.9 squared, which is going to give me 373.25. For number 5, again, I'm just finding the area. This time they didn't give me the radius, they gave me the diameter. So I have to divide that by 2. 30 divided by 2 gives me 15 for the radius. So I'll do pi times 15 squared, which is going to give us 706.86. And that's going to be our area. For 7, we're supposed to find the area of the second. It says round to the nearest hundredth. Hundredth is 2 decimal places. So I have this piece is what I want to find the area of. So I'm going to use the formula pi times 5 squared times 55 over 360, because that's the degree of the section that I want. And I'm just going to type that in the calculator. And when I do that, it's going to give us 11.99. So that would be the area. You could actually round to 12. And number 9, it's asking me for the area of this piece. So my radius is 10 because it gave me my diameter. So I'm going to do pi times 10 squared times the degree is 180 divided by 360. So when I type that in the calculator, it's going to give me an area of 157.08.